So TaylorMade started their carbon wood journey with the Stealth, and in 2024 we now have the Qi10, which is TaylorMade's most forgiving range to date. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put them head to head and compare them and just see how big those differences are. So for over 20 years, titanium has been one of the most used materials for driver faces, but TaylorMade wanted to break that mold, and they did that with bringing out the first carbon-faced driver. And they've continued to refine that over the years, bringing us Stealth 2 and now Qi10 as well. But just how much difference has it made? Well, we're gonna find out when we put these two together. As you can see, I have both drivers in front of me, and the difference from Stealth to Qi10 is pretty different, as you can already tell, even just looking at the coloring and the bottom of the club heads. Now, not only that, we've gone from red carbon twist faces to blue carbon twist faces in the Qi10. And on top of that, we've gone from a lot of carbon to even more carbon with the infinity crown in the Qi10. We still have the through slot speed pocket on the bottom there. Now we have a little added weight in comparison to the Stealth here, and there's more weight in the back of the Qi10 as well. So one of the main reasons why TaylorMade went into your carbon faces was it's 44% lighter than titanium, which is a huge weight saving, which then allows you to position and structure the club in such a way to give you the best ball speeds, the best forgiveness, and MOI and CG placement possible. And we see that obviously in the rear and with the structure of the club itself. Now, how does that compare to your Qi10? Well, we have 97% carbon on that infinity crown. When you've got more carbon on the top in comparison to the previous generations, that allows you to move more weight, and that's exactly what we see in the back here. We have 32 grams in the back of the Qi10, which gives you even more MOI and stability, giving you that forgiveness, especially on mishits. Now you've got a slightly thinner carbon twist face as well, so you can expect faster ball speeds and more forgiveness across that face as well. So you're going to see great distance on top of that. The Qi10 is larger in profile, so it's going to give you more confidence in comparison to the Stealth, which is slightly smaller. Now it's very minor, but it does make a big difference, especially when you're standing over those kind of nervy tee shots. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to hit a couple shots, just familiarize myself with the sound and feel of the Stealth, and then obviously compare it to the Qi10 as well. The one thing I did like about the Stealth originally was the matte finish, and I still really like the look of it. Address, can still see that red face, which some people were a bit like ooh about, but I don't mind it. That's not too bad. I hit that maybe just a hair left, but it's so loud and solid, but it goes miles, like really far. That's one thing that was good with the Stealth. If you did hit it slightly closer and off the toe, it was a bit more forgiving than if you hit it off the heel. But I mean, the ball speeds are still very impressive, and that spin is so low. It's just gone miles. All right, so Qi10 up next. Let's see what this sounds like in comparison to that Stealth. Don't think it will be as loud. Noticeably bigger at address. Kind of similar. I hit that one a little bit toey, but great distance, great ball speed off a miss hit. Not as loud as the Stealth, but does feel great off the Qi10 face. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna hit 10 shots with each and then do a big comparison at the end just to see how far TaylorMade have come from Stealth into Qi10. Now, if you haven't already, remember to give us a like and a sub, hit the bell, you get all those notifications when our videos go live. And if you've got any comments, put them in the bar below. So we've got some interesting results to come, but I just want to say a big thank you to GolfIt for letting us use the Trackman Simulator today. The weather's banging outside and it's got heaters in here, so we're nice and warm. But just want to say a big shout out to them. And if you haven't checked it out already, come check it out because it is awesome. So some interesting results. We're going to start with the Stealth. Now, it still feels great, sounds great, nice and loud, ball speeds are awesome, and it's also fairly consistent as well. So here is the roundup of the Stealth. So what we're seeing is still really fast ball speeds, great height, really easy to get in the air, great spin rate, which is still relatively low, and some unbelievable distance as well. Now, there's a couple here, you can see the consistency is pretty good, and even the ones which you catch low in the face, distances are still great as well, and that's why we're still seeing that ball speed average really very high as well. But what's even more interesting is just how far TaylorMade have come from the Stealth into Qi10, and here are the results for that. Okay, so with the Qi10, this is where it really gets interesting. If you look at the grouping and the distance, like these are some of the mishits I had, and you can just see how much further they have gone. The distance and total yardage is significantly further. The ball speed is 5 miles an hour quicker, almost actually 6 miles an hour quicker. A little bit extra club speed as well, just with better improved aerodynamics in this head shape too. But I have to say, the feeling of it and the forgiveness in the Qi10 it really does stand out. And you can see just how far TaylorMade have come, especially in this new model. I do have to say, if you are or have been thinking, maybe you play a Stealth and you're thinking of getting a new upgrade, the Qi10 is the one to go for. It is absolutely phenomenal. And as you can see, distance, dispersion, speed, it's got everything. It's all in this high MOI design. But once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Been James from Bunkered. See you next time.